All right, so no one likes getting negative online reviews, right? No, they can obviously hurt your dealership, and unfortunately, consumers are influenced by those negative reviews. Whether customers are trying to purchase a vehicle from your dealership or get service, those negative reviews make an impact.
So how can dealerships combat those reviews? Peter Martin, president and founder of Testimonial Builder, says knowing if consumers are happy or not before they leave your dealership certainly helps.
We found that trying to get somebody to say something nice about the dealership after the fact is very difficult. You can send all the emails you want, you can ask them, but the fact of the matter is most people would rather complain on all of the online review sites than say anything nice. So with Testimonial Builder, you can actually capture a testimonial at the time of delivery when they're the happiest.
When they're the happiest, that's exactly right. So obviously that's video, that's audio. How does Google's new voice recognition play into the process? Because that is important, especially if this thing gets uploaded.
That is the huge piece of this product right here, because what happens is the app will syndicate the video across YouTube. And as you mentioned, Google is using voice recognition technology, which simply says they're listening to the videos. So they're listening to the YouTube videos, and most people may not realize, but Google owns YouTube. So they love each other. So they're listening to the YouTube videos, and they're pulling out the keywords. So as long as the people follow the process and say the right things, they're going to have a great opportunity to end up on page 1 of Google.
Okay, tell us how this works, because someone may be watching right now going, wait a second, I do that now. I take my phone and I take a video and put it on my Facebook page. So what's the difference?
The difference is a couple things. One of the reasons why we built the app was this. We wanted to make sure that we had a teleprompter built into the app. So now what happens is the salesperson is following the teleprompter. That ensures that you say the keywords. The keywords are your city and state and the year, make, and model of the vehicle. The other important thing is at the end you want to make sure you close out the video with your website and your phone number. So if somebody likes what they see, they can reach out and get you. And if you look at that from the standpoint when you go back to the voice recognition technology, it's this. Google is listening to the video. So if someone is looking to find a 2016 Ford F-150 in Atlanta, Georgia, and in your video you have 2016 F-150, Ford F-150 in Atlanta, Georgia, there's a very high likelihood that your video will end up on page 1 of Google.
Okay, that's genius with the teleprompter idea, but there are some dealers out there, they're watching, and maybe they don't believe that reviews have such a huge impact on sales. Talk to them about the app.
They need to simply get their head out of the sand. I've actually had clients of mine and other dealers tell me that they will be in their dealership and customers are actually on their phone looking at reviews for their dealership, and also some of them told me that they're actually shopping and cross-shopping with their competition while they're in their dealership. So if you don't believe that testimonials and online reviews have an impact in your dealership, then all I can say is you need to get your head out of the sand.
And speaking of being in a dealership, what are some of the things at a showroom level that ensure getting positive reviews from customers?
Well, that's one of the beauty of this process. We've found that if you ask a person to give the testimonial between the time that you sell them the car and you get them into F&I, there's always that window of opportunity, there's always that waiting period. So you take that downtime and you get them into the process of giving a review. Now, one of the things I tell the dealers is this. If you ask somebody to give you a review and they say no, you have to ask a simple question. Is it because you don't want to be in front of the camera, or I didn't do a very good job? Because it's a very good way for you to gauge that customer, because the fact of the matter is, if they're not happy with you, you have a higher likelihood of them later on going on to Google Plus or DealerRater or Yelp or one of the review sites and blasting you. So it's better to find out if they're unhappy now while they're in the dealership, while you have an opportunity to fix the problem, than let them leave unhappy and then leave you a bad review, which is going to damage your ability to sell more cars in the future.